I'm just going to say it, the reaction to this man leaving is just utterly ridiculous. Look, I know it's not Newcastle playing, it's not a Newcastle topic, but it did get me thinking, are the Liverpool fans in this scenario overreacting, or would we all do the same thing? Turn your back on the club that made you for some helmet from Birmingham. F off, rat boy. This is why you'll never be Steven Gerrard, this one says, and you will walk alone. Last but not least, I like the anger in this one. You will never be welcome back in this city, Judas rat. The reason I flipped this back to our own club is I thought to myself, what locally born, very good footballer, if they left, would get this kind of reaction? Look, our academy's been absolutely donkey for absolutely ages. So, of course, Alan Shearer. Who else? Once upon a time, I was just about old enough to remember, Alan Shearer did talk about leaving, and he was linked to Juventus at one point, Qatar, when that was what is today's Saudi Arabia, and he was given Sir Bobby Robson ultimatums back in 2004 when he was still pretty good. But I just think if Alan Shearer, and yes, of course, I've had to create this photo myself because he never won a single thing other than a couple of goal of the month and player of the month at Newcastle. If he won Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, exactly like Trent has at Liverpool, literally won the lot, would we really be burning shirts on videos, calling him all sorts under the sun? I honestly just don't think we would. And again, I'm trying to find reasons why the reaction from Liverpool fans to Trent will be justified in this scenario. If Alan Shearer, after he'd won everything, decided to leave for a Sunderland, or, as was almost the case, a Man United, I think the reaction would have been a lot worse. But this bloke's leaving for Real Madrid. You can say what you want about how many times they win their league title in Spain and how easy it is for them. They are literally the giants of the world. Has any player from England ever regretted going? Even Steve McManaman's, Jonathan Woodgate. God, but we got all that money for him. Yes, he had a nightmare there, but he doesn't regret going. And obviously, the likes of David Beckham, England legends, have all gone to Real Madrid. See the argument from Liverpool fans on social media that he's run his contract down deliberately. He hasn't allowed a fee to be generated for him. He's all in it for himself. But he's got a Premier League winners medal for doing that as well. And he's helped the club win that. Although he hasn't maybe played, I don't know, as many minutes as he should have. I don't think that's even justified. The most recent case I can think of for Newcastle when something similar happened, and not on the scale of Trent, of course, was Johan Kabay basically forcing his way out of the club when he basically refused to play against Manchester City, I think it was. But again, yes, we were all pretty unhappy and annoyed at the time. He's now doing club talks and people still sing his chant in the stands now and again. Look, Liverpool fans are a loyal and passionate lot, and I'm not denying that, but I would say Newcastle fans, because we're a one-club city, are probably more so, a bit exaggerated, and I do not think we would ever go on, even if it was one of our own, the way they have with him. That's my thoughts. Let me know yours down below, but as always, keep the faith. How are the lads?